Thank the Lord for another blessed and beautiful day. I want to give a shout out to the YouTube family and the Facebook family. Little brother, Orange Flavor, love your video. You was talking about your purpose for YouTube. And I can agree and relate with you, bro. And I kind of want to hit with you in that video because that's the same thing that happened to me. And I just thank God for so much. Because when I got on YouTube, I guess it almost been 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I never intended to stay on YouTube this long. I really didn't. And I used to look at a lot of people's videos and still do, and want to give a great shout out to my man AG Praise. That's what started me on YouTube. I said, okay, maybe I'll just put a video up just showing a little bit of what I learned. And you start gaining a relationship with people on here, man. And you know, I never intended, my purpose was not to be on YouTube this long, nor start doing a whole lot of tutorials, but and I always tell people, when you follow God's will, sometimes you can't see what's going on, but you'll wind up going into a whole nother direction, which is his direction. And I love that video you did because that's the same way I am. I thank God for so much, man. I have to give him all the credit, all the honor, all the glory. Because I said, okay, let me just see what this YouTube thing is all about. And once I saw how many dynamic musicians on here, but the thing that ticked me off was that I saw a lot of negative things toward beginner musicians. And nobody wanted to help the beginner musicians. And a big shout out to you, Mitty Man, for what you are doing right now also. Because you always been speaking the word on her, but you also done went back to doing videos to help the beginners. Because a lot of people just seem like they don't want to help the beginners like they done got it all and been where they been all their life. No, it's hard. We all done went through them hard stages, but you got to keep on pushing. And this YouTube is a great network, man. In spite of all the negative stuff on here, there's a lot of positive things going on. There's a lot of positive people. And I just give a shout out to everybody that's helping and reaching out to each other. I never intended to be on YouTube this long. Everybody call me a YouTube celebrity, but once again, I'm not no celebrity. I'm nothing. I'm just like Jesus. I'm just a servant. Jesus showed us how to be a servant toward the Father, and that's all I'm going to ever be is a servant. If you want to be anything great, be a great servant and serve others as well as the way we serve God. Paul teaches us that in the book of Philippians. I spoke about that before, how we're supposed to help each other. And we're supposed to be just like Christ, have the same attitude that Christ did. And I started falling in love with YouTube, and now we got the YouTube family. And I see people on here I never even would have thought would have became on YouTube, like my boy K-Ray, man. It's just a blessing to see K-Ray on there, man. And YouTube, God has showed us through YouTube a great family. God put us all together for a reason. And you know, it's not my will, no way. It's always God's will. And next thing I know, I start doing videos every day. Next thing I know, I start meeting this person, meeting that person. Start getting a whole lot of emails, a whole lot of questions about this. And once again, I'm nobody. There are a whole lot of people doing tutorials, but it's also a whole lot of people being negative. They stuck on themselves and they hate us. But everybody ain't like that. Everybody is not a hater. And big shout out once again, give a great shout out to my boy 3D Mac who's been on here. I'm going to tell you something. 3D Mac and AG Praise I was watching for a long time. And DDWE, something like that. Can't think of his real name, but he knows who I'm talking about. And like you say, Mitty Man, Hammer Man, so many other websites on there, man. And it's a blessing just to know you, Mitty Man. Now we done got a relationship. It's all through God, man. To God be the glory, and I love how God works. I used to say God work in mysterious ways, but I don't say that no more. I quit saying that years ago because I found out in my life it ain't mysterious about God, because God can do all things. So I don't say he works in mysterious ways no more. And you know, I don't have nothing against nobody that say that, but I'm just telling you, I don't say that no more because there is nothing mysterious about God, because God got all power. He done healed the sick. He can raise the dead. He can do anything. So there is nothing mysterious about God to me no more. I don't even know why I used to think that. But you know, as you get older, see, this is another thing. I have grown with the YouTube family. And I'm not talking about just playing music, people. I have became a better man. I have became stronger in that word. I get comments from my boy PP Jones. Big shout out to him. who always leave a comment on every video and was doing it before I even got on YouTube. See, you don't find people like that too often. I thank God for the YouTube family. And Orange Flavor, dynamic video, man. My purpose was not to be on here, but now I see what God's purpose was. And I know a lot of people still asking me, when am I going to start back doing tutorials? You know, like I say, see, once you stay in God, God will keep elevating you. Because our God is a God of moving forward, not backwards. That's why I'm sick of looking at all these churches staying in the same spot. People ain't getting saved. People ain't coming to Christ. People don't even want to step foot in the church because the church is so out of order nowadays. But not every church. But we got a lot of churches out of order and stuck on tradition and doing things they was doing year after year after year. And I'm going to say this again loud and clear. Just because you've been doing something so long don't mean that it was right. So, hey, we can learn a lot from each other. Thank God for the YouTube family. Everybody, let's keep lifting each other up and stay in the will of God and just stay close to one another. This is the only way we're going to make it. Because without God, we can do nothing. But with God, we can do all things. Paul said, I can do all things through Christ. That strengthens me, and best believe it. That's what I say. I don't just quote that. I can live that. I do all things through Christ. Because with my God, ain't nothing too hard for him. Love each and every last one of y'all. God bless. And I'm glad to have known a family like the YouTube family. And I'm glad that we are still together because it is a blessing. Big shout out to my boy Cliff. Big shout out to my boy, your boy Reese. It's a lot of people on here. I can't call everybody's name. The family done got so big, man. I don't want to leave nobody out, so excuse me. But y'all know who y'all are. It seems like it's a certain few in the circle that always leave comments and support each other, but not saying nothing bad about nobody else. That's why we try to call those names out, man, because they right here in our minds so quick. Like I can say iRock, I can say PP Drawings, I can say Orange Flavor, K-Ray, Mitty Man, you know, PP Drawings, Dreadhead. There's so many folks, man. But God bless everybody, and I'm going to get on out of here because I got to go do some little things. But God bless you, and God keep you.